It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, call till you spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, what's happening? Hello and welcome to the KVJ show. Good morning, Virginia. Happy Monday.
Good morning. How you doing?
Doing great. How about you, Bird?
I'm doing great, Kevin. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
I feel like I just saw you 10 minutes ago, Kevin.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Were you guys together yesterday?
We had an event, like a food and wine fancy.
Oh, that's right.
In Boca.
Mm-hmm.
And we were thinking of you on the way out, Jbird, because there was this giant tray of desserts.
Yeah.
And one of them said, mini hand pies.
Ooh.
So I put them in a coffee cup so they wouldn't think I was stealing all the desserts. And I brought them in for you. Mini hand pies. There's a cherry, a blueberry.
I appreciate it. I got you a gift this weekend too.
Ooh.
And left it in my Jeep, and I didn't take my Jeep to work today.
That's all right.
But I think you're going to like it. I'll bring it in tomorrow. I think you're going to like it a little more than you even expect.
Wow.
How about that, huh?
I love
More
it.
than you expect.
I saw
It's
it.
still Christmas in here.
I saw it at the Rust Market, and I go, I got to get this for my girl.
How did the Rust Market go?
Good. I wasn't out there too long. I was out there for about an hour and a half, but it was busy. A lot of KVJ Nationers out there. Beautiful weather. Great turnout.
I think I'm going to set up my mom, Linda, to be out there in March.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a tent out there too.
Well, why don't we do it all together? I got 2 tents.
I'll bring the guitar. You know, if we're not selling, we can be singing.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually sell songs.
Well, let's not bank on that.
Put a tip jar out. Look, inflation's real.
Mm-hmm. Now, tell me a little bit about this guy at the Rust Market, the one that had the alien abduction.
Well, because I talk a lot about alien stuff, obviously. I am
do.
the magnet for anything of the paranormal, Bigfoot. He swears, and he got emotional about it, about how there was an abduction when he was younger. He saw aliens. He felt like there was testing. Then he forgot about it for so many years, and then it flashes back in dreams. He's had to go to therapy for it.
Wow.
He was tearing up telling me about it. Now, if someone's trying to pull my leg, are they really going through that much of an effort to lie?
Tears seems like he believes it at least.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tears, I think, look, I mean, you're going to make all that up just to get, a spot on Weird and Whatever podcast? You don't have to do that much to get a spot on Weird and Whatever.
Do less.
Just say hello. You're on.
Is he going to be an upcoming guest?
I don't know, because it was kind of awkward to kind of listen through. I don't want people crying and stuff. It was like he was telling me this traumatic memory. And, there are a lot of stories about alien abduction that it used to be something people would make fun of. They still do, actually. But a lot of these stories, these are people who have never met one another. They're very similar in cases. They're very similar in how they are approached and what happens to them. And yes, you're right to be thinking about the probing, Virginia.
So was his story pretty much along the lines of every abduction case that you hear? Traumatic, painful, happening in his sleep, kind of?
Scared, telekinesis, just almost he said there was one female-like type of alien that was very peaceful, that tried to make him feel better and let him know, we're not going to harm you. We just want to figure things out about you. This guy could be lying to me. I'm talking about more of the moment where he started to get emotional, and I'm like, I'm trying to console this guy. I never met him before.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
It was a lot. And then the whole time you're going, this guy pulling my leg? Is he telling me the truth?
Guess you never know, huh?
I mean, you can look in somebody's eyes and tell if they're making it up. I mean, if he's crying, he thinks that really happened.
Right, yeah, and that's the question. I think a lot of these people, they firmly believe that it did happen. Now the question is, did it or not?
Well, they used
something else.
Yeah, you're right. They used to chalk it off as if you said you had an experience. The first thing they'd go, well, Virginia, let's test her for schizophrenia. Let's test her for. They're gonna find a diagnosis for you,
right?
Even if there's not one there.
Yeah. Well, Virginia, your big activity on Friday, you went and opened up the South Florida Fair. That got cranking this weekend, and you were thrilled because they had this debutante ball with all the very important people in town. That's why Bird and I weren't there. And they put you right next to the king of all floats, or Mardi Gras man.
So there's this family that has been making floats in New Orleans from like the 1900s. Like,
wow. Okay.
It goes way back. Mm-hmm. The Kern family has been making floats. And so this is like, I think the third or fourth generation of float makers. And I got to sit right next to Mr. Kern.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
So did you just annoy him the entire luncheon?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I asked him so many questions.
Lady, can I just eat?
I asked him so many questions, but
yeah.
My friend, Mr. Mike, who set it up for me to sit right next to him, he was like, look, the guy loves it. Ask him everything.
I'm sure.
He loves talking about New Orleans and his dad and the legacy of their family and everything that they've done. And like, I was getting the scoop on some of my favorite restaurants, about the new mayor, about these private parties and new party spaces that I didn't even know existed. Like, I got so much information. I ran to my car. I called my sister. I'm like, you're not going to believe it. This, and this. She's like, what? Oh, my gosh. Like, it's so much like good New Orleans dirt.
Big Cajun stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy doesn't like talking about it. He's in the wrong business.
He was giving me some great stories. He gave me some great stories.
Those are the celebrities I dork out at. Ones that people don't really know who they are. They're kind of like pseudo celebrities.
Right. I think we all kind of have that.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know how I feel about Mardi Gras. And this guy basically, at one point, was responsible for making like 80% of the floats in Mardi Gras. Like now there's more diversity, there's more float companies, but just imagine what his family has created for Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm. Most people don't know who Pat Deep Dish Bertoletti is. He's a food guy.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
Competitive eater.
If I saw him out in the food court, yo, Pat!
Yeah.
You're Pat Bertoletti!
Everybody else like, huh?
What?
Yeah. Right.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah, I had the exact same thing over the weekend. I took my son, Cannon, and a bunch of his friends, and we went to the college football experience that they had at the Miami Beach Convention Center.
I saw the video you put up on social media. That looked like Cannon's best day.
Yeah, he had an amazing day. Well, I had a great day too because I knew all that. But I was sitting there watching the going, if you don't know college football, you have no idea who any of these people are. It just looked like I was taking videos with random people, but they all were somebody. And it kind of goes to tell you, I always talk about there are these little circles, and even nobodies usually are a somebody in a certain circle.
You see it in the toy vending world.
Right.
Where you've all these people setting up these tables, but there's a bit of a pecking order.
Yes.
There's vendors that are a little bit cooler and more well known than other vendors out there. And they kind of walk around like, yeah, I'm top vendor.
Right. Chest puffed out.
Nowhere else do they have any power, any kind of swagger? Does anyone care who they are until they walk into that convention center or whatever it might be? They had a setup, and I went there when they brought the Super Bowl to town years ago, and I took my younger son, Cannon, there, and we had an absolute great time with the experience they have. And they have a lot of things set up where you can, kick field goals and throw the football and run a 40-yard dash and all that kind of stuff that kind of goes along with it as well. And then they have a lot of cool things you can purchase as well.
It's impressive because they do a really cool setup.
Yes.
Very interactive. You walk through all these activations and little installments. And it's so perfect if you have a football-loving family.
I feel like if I ran the 40-yard dash right now, both of my legs would fall off.
Yeah, you might come apart like a used Ken doll.
But I wouldn't quit. You'd see me still crotching it out, trying to get to that finish line.
Dragging your legless torso with your elbows.
I'd come in last, but I wouldn't quit. Never quit, kids.
We know you wouldn't quit.
So, yeah, I made a video, posted up on my Instagram. It's on KB Chase as well. You can see it there. But, as I was posting it up, to me, it was big because I didn't realize my son's like, hey, they're also doing the press conferences for both teams that Saturday morning. I was like, oh, man. So we got up and, went through. Miami has traffic every minute of every day. Like, we got down there. I'm like, it can't be busy at 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning. It was just, it was bumper to bumper. It took forever to get downtown.
You should have got there at 7.
I don't even think that would have worked. I don't know if there's any time of any day.
You did the worst thing. You went down there with hope.
You're right, I did. And it was squashed. I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot here. I'm trying to get to Miami Beach. But we got over to the convention center, and it was really cool. Yeah, they had both teams were doing their own little press conference kind of stuff. But then they had a lot of members of the media. So if you watch college football regularly, you would recognize them. And a lot of players came to the perimeter as well. My son, who knew all of them, was calling them over, and they would, take photos with them. And a lot of the big stars on both teams, they got photos and videos with.
Did you go down there as a member of the media? Because I hope you flex that power.
I did not, because I didn't even think about it. I thought I could have, but look, sometimes when you do that, I can only go by myself.
Right.
And so it's kind of weird because you're the only one and you're hanging with, and I've done
those
that before.
tickets aren't that expensive.
No, in fact, it was free to get in.
Oh, it was free. Wow.
Yeah, you could just walk right in. That's what I was telling people. It was a completely free experience.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that's when do you do anything in Miami for free?
Amen.
I mean, you're lucky, too, because not every teenager and parent are into the same stuff.
Right, yeah.
And the fact that you guys are is cool.
Yeah. I've always, and all my kids have been into different things. And so I always got into whatever they were into because it just makes it a lot better.
I know. I remember Theater Kev.
Theater Kev. I was there at all the theater stuff.
Theater Kev. You saw Hamilton when it was brand new. I was like, damn.
Show choir, all that stuff. I mean, I know jazz hands. You don't applaud at these things. You just wiggle your fingers.
That's right, because applause isn't that.
Yeah, you don't.
It's offensive.
It's aggressive.
First time I went there, I was like, and everybody gave me the dirtiest look, and everybody's like, no,
you monster.
I was like, I was like shamed from the society for a while. It took years to get back in.
Is it considered aggressive because it might scare people, or is it?
I think it takes too long.
Okay.
They want it quick, and then because they're,
keep it moving.
Yeah, they're moving a lot of groups in and out to do their performance, and it would take forever if everybody applauded. So, yeah, I was that guy once.
That's awesome.
You fit better into the sporty.
Yes.
Than you do the theater world.
Right.
This is a better Kev fit.
You're a football animal.
Yes.
That's more my arena. But there's one guy, I grew up, he went to the school that I rooted for, Ohio State. His name's Kirk Herbstreit. He is the number one play-by-play guy when it comes to college ball. In fact, I assume he'll be doing the national championship game.
You've had a man crush on Kirk Herbstreit for a minute because I know who he is because of you. I've seen you dork out when you've seen him in person.
So going all the way back 26 years, I was at a Miami Hurricanes game. They were taking on Virginia Tech when they had Michael Vick, and I walked out of a porta potty. This is how small it was then, and they were doing college game day out front of the Orange Bowl. And I locked eyes with Kirk Herbstreit, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I got to say something to him. But he was zipping up his fly after just coming out of the bathroom. Like, this is so awkward.
Can I help you?
I can't. I'm like, I can't say anything when he's got his hand right around his crotch. I'm like, this is not a good time to shake, not a good time to do anything.
Herb, you need a spotter?
So I didn't do it. Years later, I was at FAU, and they had an event going on. Kirk Herbstreit was there, and I kind of walked right up to him, and I froze. I've never done this. So I can talk to about anybody. And I got up to him, like, and he looked at me waiting for something to come out of my mouth, and I just walked away. And I was like, what just happened? What just happened? I glitched. I don't know what was going on. I glitched.
Because the moment was so big for you.
So big for me.
It happens to all regular people.
Yeah.
You just never thought it would happen to you because you've interviewed thousands of people and your career is talking to people. So you're like, what's my body doing?
Not a problem. And I couldn't do it.
Well,
so
plus he just got out of the porta potty too. That does throw a dynamic in there that's not normal.
There was a lot of stuff that just wasn't working. It just wasn't meant to be again. And so then I see him on Saturday, and there's Kirk Herbstreit, and he starts to come over. My son calls him over. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the moment.
Here we go.
I'm getting ready to say hey to him. And then all of a sudden, Cannon's friend is like, get in the photo. We're going to take a photo. And so he snaps a photo. And I'm right in it there with Kirk Herbstreit. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so then I jump over to say something and Kirk turns his back and walks away. And somebody else grabs him. And I didn't get to do it again.
Oh,
It's so embarrassing.
but you got a picture though, right?
Yeah. And it's the weirdest thing. I kind of came in all awkwardly right on the side. And if you're watching KBJ TV on YouTube right now, I'll hold it up there so you can see it. So you can see that's the dude, Kirk Herbstreit, and you can see me on the side. And right after that, I'm like, so Kirk, and he was, and I didn't want to yell because somebody else already has attention.
Oh.
And I want him to think, like, who's this rude guy yelling at me?
I mean, that at least you got the picture.
Yeah.
Remember the guy that took over for Queen, Ryan, I forget what his name was. He was
The band?
Yeah, the band
Yeah.
Queen. You want to Ryan? I forget his name, but he was the lead singer. We did a meet and greet for him. Everybody sat in line to get a picture. So me and Denny's goes, let's just get a picture with him. And right when we got there, they go, no more pictures.
Adam Lambert?
Adam Lambert, right when me and Denny's were getting ready to take a picture of him, they shut the whole thing down and said, no more pictures.
Right.
And that was in front
After you had waited for like 45 minutes in the line.
and we didn't even want a picture, but the fact that we got shut down in front of KVJ Nation was so embarrassing.
It wasn't even Freddie. It was the low-budget version of Freddie.
We even go, why are we getting a picture? I don't know. We'll show some team spirit, we'll put it on the website, and they go, nope, no more pictures, and all of KVJ Nation was laughing at us.
People watched and witnessed
They
it.
saw the whole thing happen. They saw us get shut down.
Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. It can get weird in there. Well, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, yes, of course, the national championship game is tonight, so all eyes in the sporting world is going to be on South Florida. Let you know what the point spread is. Miami is the underdog, but the odds for both teams are just kind of crazy that they're both here, and then the storylines are absolutely amazing as well. And then they also, later on Saturday, my son Cannon stayed in Miami because they had that beach concert. I didn't realize. I thought they were doing Calvin Harris one night and John Summit the next, but it turns out they were both the same night. And it turns out there were problems.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some TikToks that said, who thought it was a good idea to throw a free concert on Miami Beach?
Yes. So what is the problem? You have two of the world's biggest EDM artists, and you do a free show on a beach, and you open the gates and let the kids run to a non-ticketed event.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong, right?
I saw that they had like some fencing on the perimeter to like keep people coming in through the designated entrance point.
Yes.
These kids mowed down this fence.
Not yet. Right through
Like it wasn't even there.
Right through it. Yes.
I was like, oh no, I'm so glad I'm not down there.
Well, it was kind of interesting to hear just some people's responses to what was going on inside of it. In fact, one person said, these conditions were dangerous. My group of 6 left once it got dark. Still thousands of people from the entrance. People were passing out in the crowd. Staff did nothing, and some openly said they didn't care.
Oh no.
It took 10 minutes to move just 30 feet to escape a fenced area. Police were outside the fences, but it was unclear what was happening inside.
Astro World Part 2.
I personally notified police and fire about multiple people collapsing, visible from outside by phone lights signaling for help. Pulse Point confirms multiple medical emergencies in the area. This was a predictable disaster. Two of the world's biggest DJs, a free event, massive crowds of intoxicated college-age attendees, and no crowd control. People lined up as early as 4 a.m. Gates opened at 6 p.m. and others showed up at 8 p.m. still expecting entry. Pushing and shoving was a constant. This event should have been ticketed with far more medical and security staff on site.
And those people at 4 a.m., they didn't just wake up. They were up from the night before.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, my son went with his friends, and I asked him, and he said, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It was pretty chaotic. He saw several people passing out.
That's not good.
That's too crazy, man. How is that fun?
I don't know. I guess you're just young and you don't care. I don't know.
Passing out and being all crowd. I know I sound old, but even when I was young, I don't think I'd like that.
No, that is not a fun way to spend your musical night. Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah. No, it was not that great. But everything all throughout Miami and the downtown area, it's all Canes. It's all national championship game for tonight at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino over the weekend. They had kind of a Canes national championship reunion event. They had Ed Reed, Michael Irvin, Ray Lewis, Clinton Portis were all on stage. kind of talking to Canes fans. And
Where did that go down?
That was at the Hard Rock.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had all kinds of cool little events that were happening all weekend.
I'm at a point where I get kind of cozy when I go to an event, and I go, it didn't sell out. There's some there's empty chairs here. It's not overly crowded.
Yeah.
Old people hate crowds.
And they go, oh, good. Everyone's going to be sitting at this concert.
Yeah. I saw there's a Royal Caribbean cruise line, and they had lit up down the side of the ship. It said "Go Canes" on it, which was really kind of cool.
Now, I know you go to bed super, super early. Will you watch any of this, or you'll watch it in the morning?
Watch it in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll wake up first thing. I'll look at my phone, find out who won, and then I'll go put the game on.
That's crazy how you watch sports like that. I couldn't do it that way.
There's no other way.
I couldn't read who won and then watch it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it kills the suspense, but at the same time, there is kind of a piece of watching it, knowing the outcome.
Even if Ohio State was in it, would you still do the same?
Yes, because they were in it last year, and I did the same thing. I slept, I woke up, and they won, so I'm like, all right, I'll watch it. So I watched it that morning.
If it's the weekend and you have no work the next day, you're watching the whole game, baby.
Most likely. But, there are even times where I just don't want to get my sleep schedule so out of whack. So I was watching some games. I think it was Saturday night, and it was the Seahawks game. And I could tell before halftime this is going to be a blowout. So I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time. I went to bed.
Boy, I thought I was getting old. Kevin starts to go to bed early on Saturday night so he can wake up early on Monday morning.
That's where I am in life.
He is a man of willpower.
I know what you mean, though. That Saturday night is pretty pivotal.
It is.
If you go so full gorilla on a Saturday night,
right,
it does almost kind of start to interrupt your Monday at a certain point.
It does, yeah. And if you got a crazy sleep schedule like we have to maintain, then you got to do what you got to do. So that was it.
I wasn't talking to you, Raging Cajun. You live by your own laws.
Those rules don't apply to me, especially in Mardi Gras season.
Well, remember
that
one time Virginia said, I had my last drink at 10:45 p.m. It was on a Tuesday.
Right.
Me and Kevin look like you are an animal.
I have no idea how you do it. That is absolutely crazy.
Psychopath.
Well, the game for tonight, unless you've got some kind of weird in or just more money than you know what to deal with, you're probably going to be watching it at home. Parking alone is $747.
Good gosh.
What?
They were saying it's probably cheaper for you to drive up to the event, park your car illegally, have it get towed, and then Uber to go get it later, take it out of the impound lot and drive home.
That's insane.
Yeah. At that cost.
Or start walking from wherever you live now.
Yeah, park in Broward and then jog.
That's insanity.
It is. It's a serious problem with Hard Rock Stadium. They've got to address from concerts to games and everything else. It's always a nightmare getting in and out of that place, and they've got to really do something about it.
Hard Rock in Broward County or Dade?
Dade,
okay.
Yeah, just cross the line. So your tickets starting about $3,200 to $3,500, average resale $5,500. The good seats anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000. So
whoa,
that's what you're looking at.
I get annoyed when you just go to a regular city event and they're going, okay, that ain't $25 for parking, and you want to yell at the person, but they didn't set the price,
right?
So you can't yell at them, so you just end up yelling at the air as you're walking out of the car, so you look insane.
You yell at your kids.
Don't do a lot. Yeah. But they had some other cool events as well that was going on. You had a pep rally that happened on the campus on Friday. Coach Cristobal was out there getting everybody fired up.
You hear me? Just bring it! Bring your best energy, right? Bring that passion, bring that noise, and let's show the entire country what it is to be a Miami Hurricane. God bless you, go Kings.
Okay. Well, it goes down tonight. All the talking is over. We'll see what winds up happening. Miami is a 7.5-point underdog right now, but they're used to it. Every time they've been an underdog, they've won this year. And starting the season, they were 35-1 odds to win it all.
If you put everything on Miami to be in the national championship, you've got to be like, oh my gosh.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, not bad for you.
So are just rich people going down there to watch this game and spend $750 for parking?
It's a lot of it's that.
Sponsors too,
Yeah.
boosters.
I did see at the convention center, I was there on Saturday, there was a lot of people that were in from Indiana. And, you can get tickets a little bit cheaper if you buy them through the university or your alumni.
Okay.
And they were just so happy to be here because it was 10 degrees and snowing in Indianapolis.
Whoa.
I know, and we're bitching because it's 45 degrees out.
We're doing all right.
I was talking to a bunch of people last night at our event that are from California because they came over for the wine scene at the party we were at.
Yeah, right.
And they were like, wow, this weather is amazing. I'm like, really? Your weather is usually amazing. They were like, no, this is perfect.
With that wine thing you guys went to, was it pretty much all you can drink wine kind of a thing?
Yep.
Could have. If you want to act a fool, you could have.
Really?
Yeah.
I tried to cram as much as I could, but we were on a time crunch.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
I was filling up my glass as much as possible.
She was. She would sit down and get right back up. Sit down and get right back up.
Was it fancy? Had a dress fancy?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice. I did a little video that we'll be posting a little bit later so you can see what it looks like.
I couldn't have worn my Bigfoot surfing shirt.
They would have probably thought you were part of the help. Like, this guy's an entertainer.
Hey, can you give me some wings?
Yeah.
Can you clear my table, sir?
Yeah.
I need this picked up.
I'd have been okay with that.
So,
They've changed, I guess, the signs, the overhead signs over 95, encouraging the other fans to turn around and go home. This is useless.
yeah,
Don't continue on this roadway if you're an Indiana fan.
Well, they're in a unique situation as being in Miami, and the Canes are in it because the hotel right across the street, if you ever seen that kind of two-tiered building downtown Miami and they light it up, the bottom half was like orange, the top half was green. So it was the Canes colors. And so as Indiana came out of their hotel, that's what they were looking at.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
a home game.
You're in
kinda.
Canes country.
Yeah.
Hoosiers. We'll see how the Canes could do. Wishing everybody luck. Hopefully it's a fantastic one tonight. Well, there is a new party school in America. 2 Florida schools make the top 10 list for the top party schools in the USA according to Top Tier. Congratulations, Florida State.
Okay.
Numero uno in the country.
Should we call up Mags, your daughter, and congratulate her?
We should.
Yeah, you said she's riding high. She's going to be the president of her sorority, too. So
Yes, she just found out yesterday it was a hard-fought battle between her and this other girl who kind of threw her name in the ring at the last minute.
Okay.
Because Mags thought she was going to run unopposed. She's currently the vice president of her sorority. She wanted to be the president of her sorority. And then this other girl just threw her name in the ring last minute and kind of said some shady things.
Well, it's a strategy. That's politics, Virginia. A little mudslinging.
Mags did not take my advice, and she went a different route. I was like, oh, you got to talk to that bee. But
No.
she did not do that.
Hit her with a hit piece, a video.
No, she got her with kindness.
No, I was kidding.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
She flipped the script and got her
What?
with kindness.
Why would you do something so crazy?
I didn't understand what was happening.
What is she doing, Virginia?
It worked.
Can you imagine that? That's insane.
So she,
Kindness
she
worked.
Okay, so she listened to Panda.
I told her, you need to go talk to that girl face to face. But she's like, no, Mom, I can't.
No, because look, that's part of the game. You got to be ready for the curveballs. If you start losing your mind on the very first problem that arises, is that going to look good for the campaign?
You're right. Mm-hmm. She kept a cool head and prevailed.
Is that going to be a fun gig? That seems like that would be. I'm sure it looks great on a resume, but
That's why she's doing
to
it.
be the president of a sorority, oh my gosh, I would rather listen to techno and take an algebra test.
You have 60-something girls all living in one house. All those hormones, all those menstrual cycles, all those mood swings. It's a big job. But you know what? Mags has the temperament for it. She's not like me. She's not emotional and crazy. She's very grounded and smart and thoughtful.
Well, the way
and
she handles the way a good president would handle it.
she did. She took kindness and peace.
Yep. She'll do great, but now she's got to realize that you got to uphold this ranking of number one. So you got to make sure the parties are raging at her sorority.
Oh, I'll be there in March because it's Mom's Weekend. And you know, this mom likes to throw down at Mom's Weekend.
AKA scandal number one.
Yes. The other Florida school that made the top 10, the U. It's all about the U. They're riding high. What a glory era right now for the Canes. They're at number 10.
Okay.
They're the
good
number one
week.
party school or top party schools in America, according to Top Tier. So congratulations to them. And then I noticed Tulane, which just so happens to be in your hometown, is number 2, Virginia. So
Tulane is a great school.
yeah, it seems like every school Virginia has an association with is known for partying.
It's expensive, though.
Is it?
Tulane is expensive.
Is that an Ivy League school?
No.
It's not.
Nope.
I know. I knew that. Yeah.
I know.
I knew it. That's what you guys did.
I'm quizzing you. You passed.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, I don't know why the Tennessee governor would do this, but he has declared today, January 19th, Dolly Parton Day.
Okay.
I don't know if maybe he didn't check the calendar, but it's Martin Luther King Day. And if I was Dolly Parton, I would not appreciate that. Why can't you give her January 20th? Like, why are we making this weird and muddy? I don't like it.
Well, I think probably the reason why they did it is it's Dolly's actual birthday today, and Martin Luther King's actual birthday is January 15th, and it's just that it's the way it falls. So it's always the third Monday of January each year. Like next year, it's going to be on January 18th, so that'll change. It's not always going to be on Dolly's birthday.
It's just this year that makes me feel
this year.
weird.
I know, but they're doing it because she's 80 and they want to make a big deal of her turning 80.
I know. I hear you, but I still think that it's a little tone deaf.
When you're 80, I've learned just with relatives, you have to speed up plans.
Yeah, they may not want a chance. Let's wait till 81. Be like, man, we really should have done it last year.
If you're taking grandma to Disney World, then it's January, and you're like, if we're going in December, you might want to move it up.
I hear you, but I believe that MLK should trump everything and maybe celebrate next year. Do Dolly Parton Day. I don't know. It's just my
Just make
thought.
sure you keep her alive.
Just keep her. Yes, she's a national treasure, but so is the respect that MLK Day is due.
Sure. I guess the question is, can you do both? You know, can
Great
you have
question.
both? Or do you have to have everything? Not at all.
If I was Dolly, I'd be like, nope, I don't want it this year. Do not take any of MLK's shine and put it on me. That's just my opinion.
Side note, since we are talking about birthdays, am I the only one that gets annoyed by adults that celebrate their birthday for 3 weeks?
It's my birthday month.
Oh my gosh. You're not 8. What is happening here?
Well, this has to definitely be something that Nicole Kidman is seeing and hearing, because we're seeing it and hearing it. You know, her and Keith Urban split up after 20 years of marriage. Wow, I didn't realize it was that long. And now the rumor is that he is not only dating, but has moved in with 26-year-old country singer Carly Scott Collins. Now, this is the one that was on tour with him and opening up for his band, and she's 26.
Yeah.
And she's denying it, but we're hearing this from so many different sources that they are trying to keep it on the DL, but they are now roommates. Ay, ay, ay.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with her career now.
It is, and there's always a newer guitar on another stage, if you know what I mean.
There's always a younger, shinier, less plucked guitar. Yeah.
Nicole Kidman, if you had to guess, in her personal life on the reg, mean or nice?
I think she probably started out nice with Keith.
I'm saying in general. Not
and then she got mean.
Not just with Keith, just in general. Is she a nice celebrity, or do you think she's like, oh, no?
I think she's probably a diva. I think she's probably hard to handle. And I think in the beginning, you know, everybody's nice. But then the real you comes out, and she's probably very demanding. She's been a star her whole life.
And by the way, that's not true. Not everybody in the beginning is very nice either.
And finally here, it's kind of a telling look into, hip hop beefs. During a recent interview with Vibe magazine, The Game sat down and was talking candidly about his legendary beef with 50 Cent and said, look, there was one point when I was so caught up in it that I was willing to lose my life if it meant I could take out 50 Cent. Meaning, like, I would just die if he would be able to leave this earth as well. And now, reflecting on that, he's like, what was I thinking?
Yes, revenge. It's a very powerful emotion. That's why they say always bring 2 shovels. Yeah, you'll get the person you want to get. You'll bury them, but you have to use the other shovel to bury yourself as well.
Dang. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
I will tell you that, on Martin Luther King Day, a lot of times we see these street takeovers, the wheels up, guns down that you've seen from years past. I at least saw a post, and I don't know if they're just putting this out there, if this is just talk, but they're saying that police in South Florida have got state-of-the-art technology that can identify spectators and drivers involved off of social media clips.
Wow.
If you are going to partake in this event. If you've never seen it, it's a lot of ATVs and stuff like that kind of take over roadways, and there's just some unsafe driving conditions, and sometimes they get even more aggressive than that in some rare circumstances.
Is that one of those things, though, like a trick where teachers used to do? We know who cheated on the test. Just come forward, and we will figure it out. Your punishment.
It's a good question. I guess, it's one of those, FAFO, where I guess you can see if they're really calling your bluff or if they really mean it. They're saying any vehicle that is used in misdemeanor violation would be impounded for 30 days, even if the car is not registered to the suspect. And they say Miami police will destroy vehicles that are involved in reckless driving, street takeovers, and illegal racing.
Wow.
It is getting to a point, and again, I don't know how accurate this stuff is because everyone's making all kind of weird half-truth videos, but they're saying in some parts of the world, like if Virginia's walking down the street, there's things in the sky that you can't see, like let's say it's a drone or something.
Or a satellite.
Yeah,
they can zoom in on your phone and see what you're looking at.
They're able to zoom in so close and clearly. They're able to get your information and identify you rather quickly. Now, I don't know how accurate that is because then you hear people go on the lam for 2 weeks and you go, well, how can they not catch them?
Well, I'm hearing from the story you're reading, they're saying whatever they're looking on social media, they're going to find you. And that's one of the things about this whole thing. People love putting on social media what they've done on the streets.
And then people love doxing said people on social media if they've done wrong.
Right. But I think the cops are looking at the social media, and that's how they're going to prosecute.
Yeah.
That probably helps the cops out a lot, man.
Yeah.
People being a fool and stupid on social media. I don't know why some people think social media just goes away. It's going to stay up if you don't. Even if you delete it, it's still going to be there.
And all your friends are looking at it, and they think you're cool. But now the cops are telling you they're looking at it too.
Well, they're saying, at least alleging, the Homeland Security intelligence teams are going to be monitoring private group chats with agents planted inside of the community.
There you go.
And they say blocking emergency responders during street racing or illegal takeovers is now classified a felony charge. 10 or more vehicles that participate in the street takeovers could be charged with a felony and fined up to $4,000.
So they have moles that have infiltrated these groups and are like, all right, they're just waiting to report back.
Well, I mean, I've seen, I don't know if it's the exact group you're talking about, but I was on Blue Heron Boulevard and this lady was at a red light and out of the blue, 6 or 7 dudes on those bikes, they all surround her on her car. Now, if that was me, I'm crapping myself. And then they all rev their engines and then they just bust through a red light, scaring the hell out of her and the people in front of her. Jeez. And then they run a red light. And there's 7 of them.
Jeez.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, you never know. So just kind of a heads up. if you plan on going out there and causing some havoc today, it sounds like they're starting to take it more serious year after year.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jbird, another call I'm out here. You said you got a call for bail money from an old baseball buddy?
Dude, yeah. And you could tell this guy is going through something.
He's in jail.
I haven't spoke to him in quite a long time, and I guess he's been hitting up a lot of people. I don't even know if he's in jail. I don't know if it's even bail money. I think it could be for drugs or something, and then he's saying it's bail money. But it is a situation where I reached out to a few other people and I go, what's going on with this? They go, dude, stay far away from this person. They are in a bad way, and they will bring you down with you. I haven't talked to this person in such a long time.
Yeah, you got to ignore those calls.
You got to ignore them.
You can't help somebody when they're on that downward spiral like that, and you haven't even talked to him in years.
Everything about it just was shady.
He's not doing well.
No, it's not, and you feel bad because you want to help, but then there gets to a point where your helping becomes not help anymore.
You don't help somebody like that you haven't talked to in years, and everybody else in your friend group is warning you that they're in a bad spot.
I've done that for somebody before where you thought you were helping them out, and then you realize, in retrospect, you were probably enabling them and not helping them.
Right.
And so you try to learn from that.
Well, a lot of people were checking out the new tattoo that my wife, the Mexican Queen, got over the weekend.
It's a big one.
She has been discussing it for a while, and it was about the olive branch of peace, and so it had personal meaning for her. And she brought back a little olive branch when we had gone to Israel years ago. Oh. And so she had that, and she thought, well, should I have him just draw what this olive branch is? And I looked at him like, it's been like in a Bible, so it's squashed. I'm like, I don't know. I would go with maybe something else.
Fresh olive branch.
Yeah. So I wasn't, too involved with it. And she decided to get it up around her collarbone. And I was like, oh, my goodness, that is going to hurt.
It's exactly where a statement necklace would sit. And it looks like a statement necklace.
Yes, right.
It's totally, if you know the Countess Luann from The Real Housewives of New York.
Who doesn't?
It is all about a Countess Luann statement necklace, but it's a tattoo.
Right.
It's very unique.
Yeah, so she wanted it. She got it. I'm like, all right, that's something that's her thing. I am not a tattooed person. My wife and daughter, it's, I think, a way they bond, and they love it. So I was like, okay, it's all about peace, and it's all good. And so what my daughter had posted up was the photo on the exchange that we had. And look, I'm done fighting about it. My wife, when she finally got the neck tattoo with the 3 crosses on the side, I'm like, all right, you're going to do whatever you're going to do.
White flag, Kev.
Yeah. I'm like, it's your body, whatever, you want. The only thing, with my one comment with it is the branches that she got. It's like 2 branches that cross and go up on her collarbone on each side, to the right and to the left. And the only thing I said with that is I said, I said it almost looks more like the laurel wreath that Julius Caesar wore. And that's kind of what I thought it was, which is not
what you should have said. Because
I mean, I'm honest. Like, I hate when people ask your opinion and then they get upset. And if they ever do, I'm like, don't ask me. Like, if you don't want to know, then don't ask.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So I told her, I said, hey, it's all fine, but that might be, I don't know how many people look. I'm into all that stuff, so most people may not even make that kind of connection and be what it is. And it's a talking piece, and so she liked it and she wanted it, and. So.
I noticed it had olives on it, so I just thought, okay, it's an olive branch, which is a thing of peace.
Okay, so you thought when you looked at it.
I did, because you can see the olives.
Okay, all right, yeah, because that was the only thing for me where I was like, gosh, I don't know, man, it looks a lot like a laurel wreath, but I can see that. So if you got olive branch,
I got olive branch. I got branch piece. I got all of that from it.
Yeah. But some people were commenting, too, on the text thread we had because my daughter had asked, and we have a little text thread with my wife and daughter and I. And she said, does Dad like your tattoo? And I said, I do. Now, we've had this thing where Cannon broke his phone, so we were playing musical phones all weekend. So I only had my phone for part of the weekend. That's why I didn't text anybody. And then she said, is that Mom texting? I said, no, it's me, Dad. And she said, oh, that's the period. She said, I know by your punctuation, it's you.
Okay, so that's what I was confused on. I thought you had been hacked, so you do love it.
Yeah, well, I said, yeah. I'm like, it's look, she's happy. If she's happy, then that's great. You know, whatever you want to do on your body, and if you like it, then I'm happy that you're happy. That's the only way that's the only feelings I have about
Happy
it.
wife, happy life.
That's it. You're doing something that you want to do. It's your body. You're entitled to do whatever it is you want to do.
Not your path.
Absolutely.
But hey, we all can do what we want.
Right.
As far as ink on the bod.
But you let me know when you want to come to the ink community, dog. I got you. Me and Denny's are on the ink team.
Oh, I got
He
it
ain't
all
coming.
weekend long. Yeah.
He ain't
trust me,
I got a better shot of Virginia, which if you would asked me that 10 years ago, who would have got a tattoo, Kevin or Virginia first, I would have said Kevin first.
I would probably get one. And we've talked about making it a punishment. And the loser of whatever battle we have gets a KVJ tattoo on their ass cheek.
Or a member's face. Imagine that.
If I got Kevin's face on my butt.
Oh, that'd be, wow.
I pulled down my shorts and you see Virginia's face.
Oh, no. I think we all have to get Kevin's face.
Look, I might do that just for the smell of it.
Just to do it, huh? Just to do it. Well, if you kind of get crap from your kids about how you send out text messages, you're not alone. I believe in proper punctuation. My mom beat it in my head when I was a kid. She would always get on me. She had that red pen and be like, you've got a period here, you got a question mark there. She was all over it. And they say that 55% of baby boomers are always using punctuation in casual communication, which drives my daughter crazy. But her not using Annie drives me crazy because I can't understand what she's saying.
You have a run-on sentence, honey. It's been running on for like a month.
I think the whole thing. I'm like, where do the thoughts end?
I need to know.
Yes. And then she doesn't like to capitalize anything either. Everything's always in lowercase.
Dad, nobody talks like that.
Yeah, it said compared with less than 25% of Gen Z and only 16% of Gen Z and 28% of millennials. So pretty much the other generations are not doing it. But the one thing they say about our generation, Gen X, is we tend to blend old and new styles where the boomers don't really mess with anything. And they say we'll have a little bit of formal punctuation, but we'll use emojis and slang in there as well.
I kind of feel like Gen X is in a more of a unique situation than a lot of people on the planet because we're young enough we have to make the changes. If not, we're fired. But we're still, young enough to remember how life was before. It's a very unique and unique time in human history.
We're straddling the two worlds.
I think we're seeing both worlds more. And I'm not saying that in a braggy way. We grew up with not that much technology, and then we saw it explode, and we're at an age where we have to use it.
We're both. We're the most flexible, I think.
That's why my nard's always hurt. I'm always sitting on that post, straddling both sides.
They say the millennials will tend to replace punctuation with emojis or abbreviations like LOL. And then your Gen Z often uses minimal punctuation or dramatic repetition for emphasis. They treat emojis as punctuation replacements.
I do have to sound old. I'm one of those people that believe we need punctuation. We need commas. We need periods. I think that's important.
Well, especially if you're reading, like say you're getting up to read to a crowd of people. Good luck if there's no punctuation because you're going to sound stupid.
Well, I mean, I get the difference between a text and slang, and you're just trying to get, but that bleeds over into real life. And I see it sometimes when we get stuff to read on the air. I'm like, who wrote this?
Right, yes.
Who wrote this?
What TikToker who's 15 wrote this?
It's one 45-second run-on sentence, y'all.
So we don't do periods no more.
Some don't. You can see the need. It was kind of a good question, and here is a question and the answer to go along with it. And the way security cameras are, they're all over the place right now. And imagine that your neighbor has one and it is pointed right inside of your window. Obviously, you're probably not going to love that. You're going to feel a little bit nervous about it. But what are your rights? What can you do, and how should you handle it? I actually saw this very question that somebody was addressing. I said, yeah, that's kind of a tough thing. And there's kind of multiple stages to it because it depends. Do you really have a jerky neighbor that's trying to do something that's nefarious, or is it maybe just an accident?
Well, I mean, even on every camera that's on my street, their camera's sticking out and it's facing another house. So it is film. Like there's a camera filming my house. There's probably 2 or 3 filming my house.
And I think you're probably going to have that. And
Yeah.
this is going to be the question is when can you say, all right, you got to do something about it?
If you have something set up where it's in the backyard facing the bathroom or something,
then yeah, it might be. But the write-up that I saw, it says, while laws vary depending upon where you live, the general principles of privacy and surveillance remain consistent. If your neighbor's cameras appear to be pointed towards your courtyard, for instance, it's important to assess the situation carefully. First, determine whether the cameras are capturing areas where you have a reasonable expectation of privacy, such as your courtyard or windows. Public areas like sidewalks or streets are generally fair game for surveillance, but private spaces are different. Generally, if a member of the public is passing by your house and they cannot see what you're doing, it's considered to be a private area.
Oh, you got a camera on me. Guess what you're getting? The show of your life.
We've been asking for you to let us put some cameras in your crib.
In my crib's different. That's a weirdness I'm not ready for the world to see.
We only want to put 7 to 10 cameras.
But if I knew somebody had a camera in my
In each room.
You say you want that, you don't want it.
I do. No, you don't speak for me. I want it.
If someone had, a camera in my, by where I have my patio and I know it's in my yard, you're getting a show, buddy.
Can't wait.
Promises.
You are going to regret the day you ever put the camera on my house.
I don't think that's true.
You're right. There's so many weird people out
You're
there.
going to forget it's there and just do some stuff that you normally do that people don't normally get to see.
That's how I become an internet star.
I agree. What are we waiting for?
They say the next step is to have a polite conversation with your neighbor. They may not realize their cameras are capturing your comings and goings. You can explain your concerns calmly and ask whether they are willing to adjust the camera angles. And if the conversation does not resolve the issue, document everything.
Oh, good. So as soon as you have that conversation, he closes the door, goes back to the footage he just recorded you on having that conversation, and gets weird.
Some people, the first time they ever get cameras or surveillance, any kind of cameras on the outside of their house, they get a little ginned up by the whole process of it all. This is what happened to my neighbor when he made those fateful mistakes of turning me into the HOA years ago. He was all ginned up because he had cameras for the first time in his life. And so he wanted to do something with them. You got to be careful that you're not all ginned up on having cameras and that you're making your neighbors upset.
Right. And they say if you've gotten to this point where you've documented everything, you've had the conversation with your neighbor, they said, then review your local laws on surveillance and privacy. Some jurisdictions have specific regulations on where cameras can be pointed, especially in residential areas. And if you live in a community association, contact the property manager or the board of directors for help. And you can also contact your local municipality, see if they can assist. And if none of this helps, then get an attorney to better understand your rights and options.
Oh, I'm going to do the dance, the jelly jitterbug. Be prepared.
Got to get those cameras, Virginia.
I know. He's just teasing us now.
Oh,
with
I know
this
he is.
Jellied jitterbug dance.
Now I got to see it.
Do you think that people want to see that? The
Yeah.
jelly jitterbug?
They do.
I would pay a subscription fee to watch what you do.
I know, but you also have your weird website, and me and Kevin quietly, we don't know if that's a great idea.
You know how many men have told me that my ideas weren't great? Get in line.
I heard some women say it too.
Okay, it's everybody across the board. Sounds like Jbird has got a fun new addiction. You said you're all into these police body cameras, and it's almost taking you now to a dark place.
Well, it's just it's exploded. They are everywhere now. They weren't this popular 5 or 6 years ago. You'd see them, but there are so many channels now, and it's of all kind of stuff. It's Walmart employee steals 30 grand and they question her. It's all kind of drama on body cam. My favorite kind of stuff is where they arrest a murderer who killed somebody 20 years ago. They think it's a traffic violation or something. They bring him in and then they go, so do you know who this woman is? And they'll show him the picture.
And he's like, oh.
And his body language changes. And all this is on body cam.
The color drains from his face.
Yes, but it is very addicting. Even the ones that are entitled woman gets shut down at a restaurant where she's yelling at the staff. I'm addicted to all of that stuff.
It is good.
You're seeing all this drama go on. It's all real, and most of it is in Palm Beach County. So I'm like, hey, I know that dude.
Yeah.
It is weird, but I go to bed at night with thunderstorms on, and sometimes the thunderstorm, I guess the video will run out and it'll autoplay and go into a body cam video.
Because it knows your algorithm and it knows what you like.
It went from peaceful storms last night into put your hands up. We know you've got meth. I'm like, what is happening? Why are the cops here?
So much for that sweet slumber.
Oh my gosh, it really jarred me loose, Tiger.
I had that happen the other night. I fell asleep watching a YouTube video, and then the next video it went to was one of us, and my wife wakes up. She's like, haven't you had enough of you? She thought I was up in the middle of the night watching videos of us.
I just can't get enough of KVJ.
Now, if someone came over and saw your history, it's all videos of you. Like, wow, you like watching yourself, don't you, Kev?
It's the egomaniac.
But I was wondering, is anyone else addicted to these body cams, or is anyone addicted to something they know it's terrible for you, but you can't stop? Because I always say, you're going to cool it watching too many body cams, because it really, a lot of them are traumatic.
Yeah.
There's some that you watch it and you're going, why am I watching this? This is so depressing. But it's kind of a weird, odd addiction.
Well, you want to see how it ends.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah, I think, and I was actually talking to your husband last night about this, Virginia. I think everybody probably has something in your own little realm that you do on social media that is probably not really good for your mental health. And I had something recently, and just in the last couple of years, I was telling your husband, I've changed it. It used to be college football recruiting. And so much was hanging on whether you're getting the best players and your whole season was lost, and you'd have these emotional ups and downs, which sports does. And just one day I'm like, what am I doing? This means absolutely nothing. And I noticed it was taking me to a dark place. I was getting upset. I'm like, what is going on?
And I don't even have a sports show anymore.
Right. What am I doing? This is the dumbest thing. And I had to tell myself when I see those comments and those clips and everything else, I just have to recognize my emotions and put the phone down. It's easier said than done.
It is, because there's so many of these body cam channels out, and just like anything, there is an elite group of people who know how to produce them, keep the story moving, and then there's other ones where you're going, someone interrupts every 5 seconds to go, now why would they say that?
They're not all created the same.
I'm like, dude, I'm not here to talk. We don't want to see your commentary. I want to watch the interrogation.
Hey, you shut up.
Please shut up. Yeah. So there's definitely different levels, and the ones that are good level, you go, all right, the last one I'm watching, it's only 11 minutes long. Right. It's not that long.
11 minutes?
Yeah, but that's a short one.
That feels long.
That's how addicting they get. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I think, what you need to do, when you don't put on your seatbelt in your car, you get an alert and then you get a noise. It would be great if they had some kind of alert to your mental health. As you're looking through social media, all of a sudden an alert goes off, be like, hey, be mindful. You're getting into a dark place. And I think everybody probably has their own. Teenage girls are probably looking at other teenage girls and having the comparison game and not feeling good about themselves. Some kind of alarm needs to go off, be like, hey, your mental health is taking a hit. Why don't you get into something else right now?
Well, they have those other videos. Again, I mean, it's not body cam, but it's a form of body cam where people do those stings. And we're not talking about the police doing it. It's people like YouTubers where they, set up a fake meet up with the predator.
Tell us the truth or we're going to call your wife.
Yeah, exactly. And those are insane.
Yeah, it's wild.
And what I realized, what started happening, because they always meet at Walmart. They're always, I'll be in aisle.
That's just where you go.
That's where you go when you have like sin on your mind.
Yeah, I mean, if you are a predator, as soon as they say Walmart, you'd be like, okay, this is a sting, clearly.
Right.
They always go to Walmart. And now anytime I'm at a store and I'll see someone walking around, I'm going, what's that guy doing here? Who's he meeting now? It makes you start to become paranoid.
It does. It really does.
So you do got to be mindful of what, I think the lesson here, kids, is be mindful of how much of that stuff you put in your head. I don't think watching it every now and then is bad. It's if you me and Honeyface, we like watching body cam. We both enjoy it.
But if you're watching it for like hours and hours.
If you're going to bed to it, I think it's not the best thing.
And I just know for me, it was a matter of always being conscious of my mental health when I was on social media. And paying attention to your mood and how you feel. Are you feeling dark and desperate?
Upset?
And are you getting anxious? And if you are, get away from whatever you're looking at.
Even if something's got nothing to do with our show or whatever, and I'll read comments and it gets so nasty, you almost feel an energy in your body just change. Is everyone just fighting about everything so stupid?
It doesn't make you feel good.
It doesn't.
It's not the headspace we should strive to live in.
Well, it just makes you think that everyone's so quippy and there's never, ever, you can never say anything and no one can ever work anything out. That's what social media can trick you into thinking the world is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Did you guys see the viral video of the Brightline train plowing over the delivery robot that got caught up in the tracks in Miami?
Oh, dang. Was it just trying to deliver food?
Yeah, just trying to do its thing. And here comes an old Brightline. Look out.
Did it mess up the train?
I don't know that it did. I couldn't really tell.
Messed up the order, and that's the real victim, the person expecting that food.
Was any of the food still intact, or did it just obliterate? Because people will go over, and if it's still like boxed and kind of wrapped, people would eat that.
Yeah,
I don't think it fared well.
I'd love to see the Uber Eats driver deliver that to the person. And here's your food, sir.
Yeah.
It's got a tire mark on it.
It got hit by a train. Well, it did. There's a Florida woman that got arrested after she ordered a Lyft from a South Miami store and took the vehicle after distracting the driver.
Oh, damn. She carjacked him?
She did. The driver picked the woman up at a Family Dollar, and she asked him for help loading her bags. And when he walked around the back of the car, she got in the driver's seat and took off.
Wow, she is squirrely.
Now, she didn't get very far because the driver left his cell phone in the vehicle, and his girlfriend was able to trace it down using the Find My iPhone.
Oh, so close.
Everybody knows you got to throw his phone out the window when you steal his car.
Yeah, the woman got all the way to her house, which made it really easy for the police to arrest her there.
That's so crazy because that's how they find a lot of these murderers that are in the news for 3 or 4 weeks, and then the person gets busted. They can track your phone.
Yeah, your phone pings off of certain cell towers. And if you're in an area and your phone pings off that tower, they know you were there.
Yeah, if your phone is pinging where the dead body was found, it doesn't look good for you.
Thank you. Do you, everybody knows you leave your phone at home when you bury the body, dummy.
I mean, I'm not trying to tell people how to murder the correct way.
If you even listen to Dateline for 2 or 3 episodes, you get that.
But it is weird how people don't know that.
How are people still poisoning people with antifreeze? And how are they taking their cell phones to hide the body?
Great questions.
Dateline has taught us you don't do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, a months-long investigation has led to the arrest of a 51-year-old man who was routinely throwing hundreds of roofing nails onto a roadway in Florida.
Oh, damn. He is evil.
He's the Joker. He just wants to see pain.
My daughter just got a roofing nail through her tire. The house next to their sorority house is under construction. And so multiple kids have had issue with roofing nails, construction nails in their tires.
Oh, it's so aggravating when it winds up happening.
That
to you.
sucks. And he
Yeah.
was doing it on purpose?
And I try to do that fix-a flat. That doesn't work. You might as well put marshmallows in there.
Didn't do anything for you?
It didn't work for me, Kev.
My husband loves to plug a tire.
Yeah, and of course there was some tire guru douchebag. Bro, it's not going to work because it's on the side of the tire. Everyone knows it's got to be on the top of the tire.
He's right.
It's not going to work, man. You should have just used a marshmallow.
Yeah. Here are some of the residents in Hillsborough County, Florida, where this happened about the nails in the road.
I would be highly surprised if there was under 300 or 400 victims when this is all said and done. Said I had 3 nails the first day. A week later, another 1 or 2, and it was about a nail a week minimum.
We've had 3 on my car and 2 on my husband's.
Find a different hobby or pastime, maybe a less expensive one. I don't know.
Turns out that guy works for the local Firestone.
Yeah, it's job security, right?
They do need to figure out what's his motive.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Well, there's a car thief that found a kilo of cocaine in a vehicle he was robbing. He panicked and then called the police to rat out the owner.
Sir,
Yes.
you are messy.
Yes. The
Get it
failed
together.
car thief in Hyannis, which led to the discovery of more than a kilo of cocaine and the arrest of the vehicle's owner, a 62-year-old Nantucket man.
Wow.
How about that, huh? He admitted that he had lied and actually found the duct tape package while attempting to steal a gray 2024 Kia Forte parked near Bay Street. After failing to start the car, he searched the trunk, found the drugs hidden under the spare tire, panicked, and then called the police. 1.1 kilos of cocaine they had in there.
Wow.
And they wound up tracking down a dude named Edward Gillespie, who was the one that had the cocaine. What a weird way to get busted for your drugs. Huh? Somebody's trying to steal your car, they find your blow, and then you get arrested for it.
You're like, how did this happen?
Yeah. When they got to his house, he had 38 grams of cocaine, 68 grams of Adderall, about $10,000 in cash, packaging materials.
gosh.
This guy was really in it.
He was running a drug house.
Yes, he was.
Oh, my gosh.
And all because somebody tried to steal his car.
I bet he didn't see that one coming.
Nope, probably not. Well, a Michigan woman who called in a bomb threat to shut down production of a high school is facing jail time. The woman was angry all because her daughter got sick and wasn't allowed to take the stage to perform.
So she called in a bomb threat?
Yep.
Lady.
More than 700 students, staff, and visitors had to be evacuated from the school after the bomb threat. Now she's pled guilty to a charge of reporting a false bomb threat and is looking to spend 14 days in prison plus 18 months of probation.
All right, it's not that bad. I mean, we could do 14 days.
Yeah.
14 days. I could probably use a little rest.
Okay, there you just get away from my kid.
But, bomb threat, that's so lame. They're going to know it's you. Everything's traceable, you big dummy.
Well, there is a crumble cookie that is having to deal with the backlash of a video that has gone viral. This was in West Melbourne. There is a video of one of the employees who's got their shoes off and their socked feet is touching baking pans.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and, somebody made a video of that. You can hear here.
I'm not eating shit from her.
Yeah, I'm not eating. I don't blame you. Now, Crumble's saying the video is a year old, and it implied that the employee is no longer working for them. So you're fine to come to Crumble. We don't allow people to run their sock feet all over the baking trays any longer.
I would hope not.
Yes. They say a Northern California fitness supplement company is facing serious allegations after independent laboratory testing revealed its protein powder was just cake batter.
Oh, damn.
I don't get it. I'm not getting strong. I'm getting really fat.
You never
Wow.
know what's in any of these supplements. And that's the messed up thing about supplements.
Yeah, you're right.
They're just, you have to just take the word of the manufacturer. I don't know them.
Right.
I don't take nobody's word.
Honestly, a lot of that stuff is so much hype. And I remember when I was in the game, you spend so much money trying everything. And That's why I talk so much about the hormone replacement therapy. That is really the only thing that I've done that makes a massive difference. And it's worth every penny. The other stuff, you just never know. A lot of times you're just throwing money away. Well, if you're looking for that fluffy body, Peeps would like to help you out.
Yes, I'd like to be chubbier.
Yes.
Just in time for Easter.
Right. That's your
I
look.
want to be shaped like a peep.
Peeps are the worst. I'm sorry.
I agree. I'm not a fan of peeps. But man, my husband and my daughter love.
Some people do.
Love peeps.
Well, Jbird, if you really hate Peeps, you're really going to hate the chili lime mango coming out now for this Easter.
Oh, gosh. What the hell are they thinking?
Are they using tahine?
Oh, I hope so.
So many of these candies are putting tahine on them.
It's a hot spice right
Yeah, it's like a seasoning spice, but even like it makes candy yummy, I think.
And if you hate that idea, you'll probably also hate the Sunny D Peeps with Sunny Delight flavor. Just coursing through it. How many more chemicals can you put in that?
Not a bit of orange in a Sunny D, just so you know.
And they're also doing strawberry Pop-Tarts flavors for Peeps.
I'm still not turned on.
And I saw a list of restaurants that could go bankrupt this year. On the list, Long John Silver's.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Shocking.
Shocking.
Outback Steakhouse.
Okay, now it's getting serious.
You need to go support your place. Have you been there recently?
I had. The last time my dad was here, we went to Outback.
Okay.
And it just doesn't have that fancy feel like it used to.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't great service. There was tumbleweeds in there and not a lot of good service.
Not the way it used to be. Wendy's and even Starbucks made the list.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see Starbucks going nowhere.
Well, maybe don't sell $17 grilled cheeses.
They say that there are a lot of different places that are becoming very competitive with Starbucks. You're kind of noticing either mom and pops, and then there's also some Chinese coffee company that apparently is really growing fast out west.
Well, mom and pop places, they have sometimes they got lower prices.
Sure.
I mean, you got to take out a loan sometimes when you go to Starbucks.
I like the fact that you're supporting somebody, too, that's just a mom and a pop, a local store, as opposed to Starbucks. Like, they don't need my money. They're fine.
Yeah, I'd be curious here in South Florida with what we have, because you have places like Subculture Coffee and some other places like that. Where would you rank Starbucks? Are they still top of the mountain for you, or do you have something here locally that you might even like better?
Oh, I love that Oceana coffee.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Where do you get that? Is that just a regular
It's all
store?
over now, but
Oceana?
yeah, there's an Oceana brewery.
Now, some of the places that people are throwing out here other than the Starbucks, of course, Dunkin' is big. Do people love McDonald's coffee?
I've heard some people really like McDonald's coffee. Now you're going to get someone who says, man, it sucks, but there are lovers of that. I have heard a lot from Dunkin' as well.
Yep, I'm definitely hearing that. Some of the other ones that are not maybe the bigger chains, somebody said 7 Brews is one they love. Cali Coffee, Death Wish Coffee, Dutch Brothers. Now, the closest one right now is Daytona or Orlando, but apparently they're going to be coming into South Florida here pretty quick, so get used to that name. Steamworks is another one on US 1. Sorrel Coffee and Stewart, Delicious Bakery, and Papa Kwan's with 2 locations in North Palm and Juneau, both on US 1. A lot of these sound like they're smaller mom and pops type of places.
I say Sanka gets back in the game.
Nobody's calling for that.
The old people get that reference. If you get that reference, you old.
If you say that reference on the radio, you old.
Oh, I mean, I've accepted my fate.
Coffee crystals, get out of here.
Coffee crystals.
Just in a quick impromptu poll right now, maybe you see why Starbucks is struggling. Currently getting 13% of the vote. And Dunkin' gets 42, tied with people just choosing whatever their other random brand is.
Well, again, there's a major difference in pricing.
Yes, he is right.
Look,
it's double at Starbucks.
It is so much money to get. If you want to add, and when you start adding things and stuff.
I love to add things.
And I always add things, and it goes from $8 to $17 because you're adding this or that. You're like, all right,
it's
guy.
a drink.
It's a drink.
Right.
Let's calm down.
I guess it's all in the name of not allowing this kid to grow up soft, which, okay, I could hear an argument on that, but is this the right way to handle it? Now, Jbird was talking about this friend's husband that is making his 12-year-old stepson fish, and the stepson doesn't want to do it because he don't want to hurt the fish. And not wanting to go is making the stepdad angry, saying his kid's soft and needs to toughen up.
Stepdad needs to chill out. You're not even the real dad.
I don't think stepdad can chill out. I think stepdad, first of all, I think stepdad and mom are not compatible, in my opinion. And I think she married a rough and tough kind of a hunter. And she's not really into that. And he's trying to make her son be like that. And he's not like that. He's just not into that kind of stuff.
She needs to step up in defense of her child then.
Mm-hmm. And that's, I think, what's causing some issues is some people are saying, what are you doing? Stand up for your child. Don't let this man come in and change everything. Because he's saying the kid is a snowflake and he wants to toughen him up because if a kid can't fish, he's not tough.
Some kids don't want to fish.
I hated fishing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find out what the kid is into and then lean into that with them. You don't force fishing on a kid who has a problem with killing fish.
Right.
That's just barbaric.
Well, he's not stopping either. He's going. He's making the kid fish, and now the mom wants to know: is that considered child abuse if you make a kid fish? Gut it and scale it and do all the things you do with a fish.
I think it is child abuse. Now, it's not like he's beating him, but it's definitely traumatizing. If he doesn't want to kill a fish, why are we making children kill animals and they're protesting and we're still forcing them? Like, that's barbaric.
I don't like the cookie cutter approach to parenting, which is that I'm going to take this kid like he's dough and I'm going to stamp out what his whole outline looks like and I'm going to make him this. I've had 3 different kids. They all have completely radically different natures. And to me, the kid is the kid and you go with what they are.
Exactly.
And you fit life to them and their sensibilities, not the other way around. Because look, not everybody's going to be a hunter and a fisher and all that kind of stuff. I grew up in that kind of climate and it just wasn't me. It didn't settle. I wasn't forced to fish or hunt, thankfully. It just wasn't something I was ever interested in. If a kid's that way, don't force it on them. You can introduce them and see how they take to it. Like, pun intended, if they take to it like a fish to water, then they want to fish.
Yeah.
But if they're like, no, then don't force them to do that.
Well, I mean, it's almost traumatic for the kid. He doesn't want to hurt anything. He's not like that. That's not how he rides.
Right.
And what happened really was the mom was siding with the newer husband, and then her friends and family started getting in her ear and saying, "What are you doing?" So she started feeling guilty a little bit.
She should.
Yeah,
and saying, "Why?" She's
the problem.
They go, don't take your new husband's side. Your kid doesn't want to kill a fish, doesn't want to go fishing. You should be making your kid go fishing.
Amen.
How does it work, do you think, and what should be the control a stepfather or mother has over their children? Because biologically, it's not their child, but you have entered into a partnership, and there should be some respect paid to the step-parent by the child. But where does that authority break down? Do you, as a parent, the biological parent, say it's 70-30 or 80-20 or however much control, or you don't do anything unless I tell you you can do it or discipline my kid this way?
The biological parent has 100% of the say, in my opinion.
Okay.
Now, you are living under one roof, and of course, everybody's opinions are valid, and everybody should be able to talk about how they think families should raise kids. But a step parent, I don't believe, should have any of the final say on anything. Final say is the biological parent. And this mom is letting down her child by doing this because this is barbaric. If the kid doesn't want to fish and he's upset by killing a fish, we do not make him fish.
But there are definitely people listening thinking we're soft. Oh, come on, it's just a fish.
Kids are different.
It is different. Some people don't like killing things. And just because you do, we're not saying you can't do it. You do you and let the other person do them. Not everyone has to, be into what you're into.
Kids have to be into something. I am a firm believer, and you've got to figure out, they don't sit on the sofa and play video games all day. They don't hide in their room on the computer. They have to go do things. They have to do something, whether it's sports, whether it's drama, whether it's, whatever they're into, they got to do something. But if the kid doesn't want to kill animals, we don't make the kid kill animals.
Right. I think that as a parent, you do have a definite list of this is a non-negotiable. You may not want to do it, but you need to do it. And then you have a lot of other negotiables. And I would put whether a kid wants to fish or not in the negotiables. Because you got to really stand hard by the non-negotiable. Say, yeah, I don't know. I know you don't want to eat vegetables. You got to eat vegetables. I know you don't want to do this. Go to bed. You don't want to brush your teeth. These things you absolutely have to do. So hold firm to those. But when you get things like this, give the kid a little autonomy. Let them feel like they're kind of in charge of what they do with their lives and who they're going to be.
Because they are. Mm-hmm. They are in charge. You have to understand that they're an individual that has different likes, different needs, and different fears and stressors. Yeah. This kid's telling you that they're upset at the thought of killing a fish and they don't want to be a part of that because it's not in their DNA. Why would you want to hurt your own child like that?
A kid doesn't even want to catch the fish, let alone cut off the head, then cut it open, then scale it and gut it.
That's a lot.
If you don't want to do it, yeah.
It's a lot for me, and I like eating fish. Yeah. It's a lot.
Think fast, think fast. If you don't come in first, you might as well be last. Think fast.
All right, let's see how fast you can think here today. Get those brains fired up and ready to go. We got Virginia, Jbird, and producer Denny's trying to see who can get it together the fastest. Okay. First up, tell me a holiday that starts with the letter E.
Easter.
Couldn't tell. Is it Virginia or Jbird?
Who do you love more? That's you give.
He goes, it's Easter.
Oh, is that how I said it?
That is how you said it.
Okay, this is how you said it.
It's Easter.
This is how Virginia said Easter, Kev.
Yeah, she definitely came in a little bit softer, but the question is, was she first? What do you think, Denny?
She was first, but he said it's Easter.
Nobody's ever said Virginia's come in softer on anything.
I'm not known for my soft edges.
No, she's known for her hard landings.
It sucked because they both came in at the same time.
Look, Denny's, I mean, not that there's a loyalty thing here. If the witch got it, the witch got it. I'm not scared of this broom.
All right, it's Easter.
Okay. All right, sounds like Jbird is jumping off that and giving it to the witch then. Virginia gets it. Okay.
She's wearing all black today. It's a bit intimidating.
Witchy wardrobe on point.
Okay, next up here in Think Fast. All right, tell me a gift idea that starts with the letter J.
Jewelry.
Jelly.
Jewelry.
But what's better, though, honestly?
Jelly of the Month Club.
Yes.
Jelly is pretty nice.
Well, that's a gift that keeps on giving.
We are less than a month from Valentine's Day.
Jelly is a great gift.
You better start thinking about what you're getting, honey face. I wouldn't come with jelly.
Okay, you better start learning how to mind your own business.
Never have, never will.
Okay, tell me something you would find at a party that starts with the letter B.
Beer.
Oh gosh. You can't beat her at parties. Yeah. You just can't. She's unstoppable.
I had A-loaded for alcohol.
I don't know why I had kamikaze ready to go. That's a drink, right?
It is. It's a shot.
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay, give me a reason to celebrate that starts with the letter P.
Promotion.
Pubic hair?
I guess I kind of got excited when I saw my...
Yeah? They say pubics?
Well, I was talking about hair, and I was like, all right, I'm growing. I'm healthy.
Pubic hair?
Yeah.
You look down, you're like, sweet.
Like, all right, okay, it's all on...
I got one of those short and curlies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yay. High five, Dad.
You get a card for it.
Yeah.
You don't have to give it to me.
What did you say, Denny's?
Promotion.
Promotion, yeah. I think we'll go with that. Yeah.
I kind of liked pubic hair better.
I'm sorry. That's why this game scares me.
Don't apologize.
I don't know what I'm going to say.
Okay, how about a family member title that starts with the letter U?
Uncle.
Oh, Virginia. Dang. How? She's quick. Quick.
She is, but I'm a drunk uncle, so I'm a little slower.
Drunkle. That'd be with a D.
Okay, give me a baby name that starts with the letter A.
Alvin.
What'd you say, Denny's?
Alvin.
I was trying
trying to think of an A name.
And Bird said Bird might have been in first.
Yeah, I think he was.
Wow. Okay, now this thing's heating up.
Okay. All right. And tell me something that you would call a boyfriend or girlfriend that starts with the letter B.
Boo!
Oh.
Okay. Very nice.
Or as Virginia would say, bang.
So angry.
I am not. It's called passion, baby. Just think fast. I take it seriously.
Okay, and tell me a place where you would go camp that starts with the letter R.
RV camp.
Rivers.
RV camp, okay, I guess, yeah. I guess RV would work on that. Okay, Virginia's got 3 because I did a vote on the point and they gave it to Jbird.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's 3-2-2.
Okay.
Okay.
I
You got to keep scoring.
Look at Kevin over there doing a game within a game.
Yeah, it is. Rigsaw.
Wow.
Ricksaw's freaking me out.
Yeah.
We didn't see that one happen.
Want to play a game?
Want to poor girl.
All right, give me a feeling or emotion that starts with the letter H.
Happy.
And it's over. Virginia just brought you along, gave up a point, and then clubbed you in the head.
I like to bat him around like a cat with a cat toy.
She gets off on it. She loves to make you think you're going to win.
Meow,
Just
meow.
to see all the dreams crushed publicly.
Just so.
Today, evil wins a game.
Suck it.
Why is it that everyone is posting things from 2016 right now on their social media threads? Have you noticed that?
I did notice that, and I didn't make the correlation that it was a trend. I just figured maybe it's somebody loved that year.
Yeah.
What's the year? It's 2026, right? So it's
This
10,
year.
It's yeah, it's 10 years later. That's probably
10
why.
years later.
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
years in the review, Virginia.
I'm drinking more. I'm eating more.
Are you drinking? I don't know. I think you've stayed the same with drinking.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. Just the things that I saw is people were posting up stuff that happened 10 years ago. And you could see where they were in life, what they look like, what was going on with them.
Widgets were big back in the day, 10 years ago. Those widget thingies, remember? All the kids would spin around.
Fidget spinners.
Oh, fidgets. You can tell I don't have kids.
What the hell is he talking about?
Widget. Yeah, fidget.
Fidget spinner.
That's gotta be 10 years, right? That was big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that it's about sharing fond memories, but also maybe looking back at some old trends. And they said that part of it they think might be that people more than ever are just feeling overwhelmed by the fast pace of change. And going back just 10 years ago, life was radically different.
Oh, yeah.
Because of tech, you didn't have as many options, you didn't have as many things coming at you, and you probably felt a little bit more relaxed and a little less anxious.
Yeah,
Amen.
I swear my phone tries to get me in trouble and pick a fight with me and my girlfriend. Luckily, my girlfriend's cool. It comes up with these memories from 9 years ago. It did a whole photo album of me and my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, Lord.
And you're going, why would you do this to me?
That's not good.
I asked for none of this. And it had romantic music playing in the background. I go, what are you trying to do to me?
Damn.
I know. Then the next one they had was, you and your pet. It was all pictures of me and Chewy, who is no longer with us. I go, what are you doing to me, iPhone?
I talked about how easily you can twist your social media algorithms. I remember when 50 Cent came out with that documentary about Diddy, and I started checking all them great trolling videos that 50 Cent was putting out. All of a sudden, my Instagram thought that was the only thing I wanted to see.
It does think that you have a one-track mind. I did the same thing. I clicked on a couple caviar videos, and now all my feed is just filled with different caviar people trying to sell me caviar. I'm like, all right already. I'm not buying any caviar.
You got a lot of nerve because when we first opened up our TikTok, and I think it had to have been during COVID, you followed so many nurses that were mad and were yelling, and everything that came up was either a video from the girl from Holly Madison from the Playboy or a nurse screaming and yelling.
I think these algorithms are to blame. Just because I watch one angry nurse Doesn't mean I want every video to be angry nurses.
Dude, there were so many angry nurses.
I know. Don't blame me. Blame the algorithm. It thinks that you have only one thing that you care about.
Well, I'm definitely blaming you for Holly Madison because that was unbearable.
She's adorable.
You know what? Until she talks. No, I'm just kidding. Come on.
Yeah, they started something on Instagram not too long ago where you can actually go and see what your algorithm says. It's you kind of go to your profile and then they got those 3 little lines in the upper right-hand corner. And then from there, you go to like your settings and privacy and ads and add topics and interests, and it'll take you in there. There's a way to go and find it. And I looked and it said, for my algorithm, what I'm into, family bonding, foodie adventures. So I guess probably because the KVJ eats, so it's kind of changed that.
You're a foodie now.
Miami sports.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift. It's like, what?
Which is it's kind of football anyway, when you think about it.
It's probably not a lot of men, grown-ass men that have football and Taylor Swift.
Like, how did that get in there? Taylor Swift.
This guy's obviously convicted.
But then the cool thing that you can do, I guess, if you don't feel like that properly is what your algorithm should be. You can change it and kind of recraft it. So if you do what I did and you kind of get down that rabbit hole, like, I don't want my algorithm looking like this, you can actually go in there and you can change it.
You can't be a multi-dimensional person with these Instagram feeds.
Right.
You're probably freaking it out. It doesn't know what to do with you.
Yeah, it doesn't know if it should call the cops, send me to the FBI so they can make a profile.
He's definitely up to no good.
Absolutely.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
You know, when it comes to brunch, I think a lot of times you think of some of the places we talked about before. I know, Virginia, you love the Breakers,
Circle dining room at the Breakers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fancy.
Also, the Sunday House in Delray. Known
Beautiful.
for having an amazing brunch as well. Bradley's in West Palm Beach on the waterfront is good. But I went to one yesterday in Palm Beach Gardens at Spodo's.
Yes, Spodo's is getting a lot of hype for their brunch.
They have got an amazing spread. I couldn't believe how much stuff was on it. The varieties from anything like, short ribs and things like that to a lot of the seafood stuff you would expect
Yummy.
from Spodo's. It was absolutely fantastic. And I think it goes for like 3 hours. So you can sit there and just gorge yourself.
That's the thing about some of these brunches. They put a time limit on the table.
Right.
So if it's bottomless, you got to check and you got to know this is a timed event. You are an athlete. It is time to start consuming as much as quickly as you can because some places like Lenora's on Clematis, they have a 2-hour on their table. For their bottomless brunch.
Right.
So you got 2 hours to get it done.
I didn't even know that. That's why I thought they were the people I was with. It was like, we love the Spodos because you got 3.
Ooh, 3 hours is nice.
Make it count.
You can really be walking sideways out of there.
Yeah. So hope to get a video posted very soon here on kvj.eats on Instagram. You can check it out so you can get a little idea of what the spread looks like if you're ever looking for a new little brunch place and you're in that area.
Thank you. You're out there doing the Lord's work, Kevin.
I'm doing really heavy lifting, Virginia.
It's very important.
Yeah, by attending a 3-hour brunch on a
such
Sunday.
A fan.
Yeah. What you got on your mind today, Bird?
So people keep sending me this thing now. I don't know if it's new or not, but it is the Disneyland grilled cheese. And they make it a special way. Now, they do the cardinal sin, which I am so against when it comes to grilled cheese. One of the main things they do, they don't use butter. They use mayo, which I think mayo on a grilled cheese is disgusting.
Already, this sounds weak.
But I wanted to see if you would try to duplicate it. People are saying it's amazing, but then again, these people are all Disney fans, and it might have even been on the Disney account. But the Disneyland grilled cheese, but it's probably really hard, and you probably couldn't do it.
Well, explain it to me.
There's sour cream involved you have to use. Let's maybe not do mayo. Let's do butter instead.
Oh, I'm doing butter. I'm not doing mayo. It's just who I am.
Or do we cheat the experiment by not doing exactly how Disneyland does it, Kev?
I don't want to do mayo. It's going in my body.
Yeah, they make this kind of mayo sour cream type of a thing they put on the bread. They use all kind of weird different kind of cheeses.
I'll put mayo on the inside I won't put mayo on the outside.
I think sometimes you cheat the design of the chef, though, and they might put something together and be like, I never would have imagined I would have liked that. I think, to be fair, you at least have to sample a little bit, Virginia. If you're like, oh, no, it's too mayo-y for me, then you can back away. But I think you deserve the respect of what they put into it.
Can I bend the ear of a fat Kevin really quick?
Absolutely, right here.
Okay, you're fat Kevin. You get a grilled cheese. It's made with butter or it's made with mayo.
Yeah.
Which one does he prefer?
The one that tastes better.
Which one is that?
He don't know. He wants to try them both.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and I can promise you, Fat Kevin will eat both of them.
well, how about
He'll
we
probably
make
forget and be like, I need more.
We can make it both ways.
Yeah, I want to try the one with the sour cream now.
Yeah.
What else is on the inside?
I'll send you. I sent the link to Kevin. It's a TikTok video, and they kind of show you step by step on how to do it. But again, it's kind of hard, and you probably can't do it. I understand that if it's too hard.
All right, then never mind. I'm not doing it.
Come on, fall for my trick.
Come on, fall for my trick.
Now, you know how I feel about grilled cheese. It's best when consumed fresh.
Yeah, well,
I'll bring the hot plate in here and we can make them fresh. And I can make them with mayonnaise on the outside and with butter on the outside. And you can tell me which is better.
I love that idea. Are we allowed to make grilled cheese? Is that against the rules?
It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, what grilled cheese?
When was the last time we made grilled cheese?
That was in old studio.
Mm-hmm. We haven't had a grilled cheese party in the new studio.
We've been scared.
How did that last one go?
I see what you're doing, and I understand your concerns, but that was a different time, different era.
Okay, Virginia's not going to knock us off the air for 2 hours in primetime morning drive?
No, because she was unplugging. She was too close to that.
I had no idea that I had unplugged the radio station to plug in the hot plate, and I just want to apologize.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near unplugging a radio tower now. We've got her over at
I don't think we should trust Virginia with plugs in the studio, but a plug outside the studio I think would be perfect.
What about if I make it out there at the little coffee area, like our little kitchenette?
If you can take the radio station off from the kitchenette, you're impressive.
You are impressive.
Very impressive.
Don't put it past me, first of all.
You got to be careful, though, because sometimes our scents are a little strong, and we have other people to think about.
True.
Because I don't want no heat from nobody.
Note to self, think of others.
I mean,
it's hard.
It's still in January. Can we wait till like March until we get heat with somebody, please?
Well, how bad do you want this grilled cheese, dog?
All right, then we'll get some heat in January. Then.
Okay, when it comes to food, he's like, give me the heat.
I mean, it does kind of sound awesome. If Disney is having success with it.
Well, I just like when everyone's go, oh my gosh, you have to try this. It's amazing. And you go, all right, is this all hype? Or is this the real deal? And I trust you making grilled cheese. You are in the top 3 of best grilled cheese makers I've ever met.
Top 3?
You're in the top 3.
You're number 3.
I never. Those are the Kevin Ralston's words.
He told me.
Is Honeyface in it?
It is between you, Jim Romano, Bigfoot, and Honeyface.
I will eat Bigfoot for lunch.
Oh, you want to talk trash about Honey?
Tell Bigfoot to come in here and let's do a cheese battle, grilled cheese in the kitchenette. No knocking the radio station off the air.
I tried doing that, and I mentioned it to both of them separately, and instantly realized, yep, we're not doing that because they were going to both take it way too
You're the
serious.
judge, and you got to pick your favorite.
I love it.
And the other one is going to be so mad at you for at least 6 weeks.
Right.
Let's do this tomorrow. Throw Honeyface in there, too. Have my girlfriend, have my kidney brother, and
tell her she's third.
Oh, my gosh. If I don't come in on Wednesday, you know why.
Yeah.
I finally said, guys, I'm going to the woods.
Torching your personal life. Just blow-torching it.
But seriously, no one should really get their feelings too badly hurt.
We will.
I know. That's what I noticed.
It will be epically bad for you. Whoever you don't pick as number 1, the other 2 are going to be angry.
I was trying to make it fun, and I realized how quick it was not going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be terrible for you.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out. Never mind.
All right, what's on your mind, Virginia?
I just wanted to say thank you. Over the Christmas break, we got some fantastic gifts from so many sweet KVJ Nationers. We've got Gunther, who is overseas right now in Asia, fighting for our country in the military. He sent us so many fun Asian snack food packages of Asian Oreos.
Is he the dude that writes it down for us and lets us know what it is and then sticks it on the food. Because we have two people.
That's somebody else.
He's awesome, too.
He's awesome, too. I don't know his name, but Gunther put things in packages, and like there's special pizza flavored stuff that he put aside for Jbird and special beauty stuff that he put aside for me. And so we just want to say thank you. All the wonderful gifts we got this holiday.
We are very blessed. We have we love 98% of our audience.
Gotta wonder. Doesn't seem like commerce is really living up to the expectations that we used to have. Now, yes, you can get everything pretty quick, but man, you get more wrong things than you ever have in your life. Now, it does make sense because you got higher volume of packages showing up. I used to get maybe 2 packages a week. Now I get 2 packages a day. So when you increase the overall volume, of course, the mistakes will increase as well. But just kind of odd that when you order a pair of shoes, they come with the left shoe being one size and the right shoe being another.
Panda was so excited. So every Christmas, I get him an eBay gift card. He likes going on eBay because he likes the hunt.
Yeah.
So he goes and he finds these really special shoes that you can't just get anywhere. They were like super special. They were like $80. And he was so excited. He told me that they were arriving and he tears open the package. One shoe is size 11 and one shoe is size 12. So he looks like he's got one old goofy foot, old big ass goofy foot, and then one regular foot.
Yep. All right.
You kind of can't tell, but he said it makes him walk weird.
So if it's eBay, he should report that.
He did.
And they should give him a refund.
He called the seller and messaged the seller. They instantly refunded him.
Good.
And they just told him to keep the shoes. And he's like, well, what the hell am I going to do with this?
Well, you can display. I know a lot of people that display shoes. You walk in their house, kind of like how I have figures or statues or whatever. They'll have a whole display of all vintage shoes. I mean, it's a big market in the collecting world. And
That's not happening in my living room.
They won't even wear them. They'll have like a pair of, 92 Jordans and they have them on, like a light on them.
In case.
In a case, yeah.
I've seen that stuff.
That seems a little silly.
Well,
if I got a shoe, you bet your ass I'm wearing that shoe.
There's a lot of things you do that are silly. I think you eating crawfish is silly, gross, and stupid.
Delicious.
I'm just saying.
Nutritious.
Yeah, I'm just saying we all walk our own little
It's
paths.
stupid. You buy a shoe, you wear a shoe.
Well, so I'm supposed to play with all my figures?
You should.
Good, I do.
Diorama man. He's got his sweet girlfriend making dioramas too. I mean, Goofy is contagious.
Okay, first of all, don't act like I have a gun to her head. She loves making dioramas.
And I think this story just kind of sums up where we are when it comes to fast food management today. Jbird was really looking forward to getting an order of onion rings, but the restaurant manager said, don't, and here's why. Which is kind of odd.
Don't get their onion rings?
First of all, it wasn't a fast food restaurant. It was a sit-down restaurant, and the manager was a KVJ Nationer.
Oh.
And said, don't get the onion rings. They don't change out the oil ever. He kind of ratting on himself. The whole time I'm thinking, I go, well, if the oil isn't being changed, aren't you supposed to tell?
Right, you're the manager.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to tell people to change the oil?
Maybe there's a situation where the chef is like, this is my kitchen. You don't tell me how to do it.
I sense drama. I won't say the name because I don't want to.
It happens.
Because the guy was very nice. He just said, do not order the onion rings. They're gross.
Wow.
They're always mixed with other oil. They never change the oil out. This was a manager that looked to be heading out of.
He was frustrated.
And I think he's out of, I think he's leaving.
He was doing you a solid.
He did. He said, I don't want you. He goes, Bird, I know you love onion rings. I know you love sides. Don't get them. You'll be disappointed.
Maybe
and
the owner has told him that, hey, because I know owners will do that at bars and say, you pour shots this way, you do this that way. And they've said, nah, the oil has to be this old before you're going to change it. And
That's true.
You'd be like, that's not the right way to do it.
They're saving money.
Yeah.
Well, you really do have to change out your oil because let's say you're cooking a bunch of fish in this oil. You're breading fish up and you've got that. Now you've got fish oil in there. And if you're putting fries in there, you mean to tell me you're not going to get somewhat of a fish fry? It sticks around.
You're right.
If you don't constantly clean it out.
You're right.
So what have we learned here today? Oil is important.
Okay. Valuable things you're going to learn on this KVJ show. I felt so bad for Virginia's husband. Saw him last night, and you could just tell he had an underlying feeling of pain, all because his Buffalo Bills had another terrible loss.
He was in mourning. In support, I wore black to church yesterday. I wore black out to our event last night. My husband is legit in mourning.
No offense, but you wear black to everything. You are a witch. I don't think you own.
I normally don't wear black to church.
You got,
but I did.
You got about 95% black dresses.
Yeah. It was a crushing defeat. The Denver Broncos beat the Bills 33-30 in overtime. And it was just everything that really kind of could have gone wrong for the Bills really kind of did. And I saw somebody was saying this is what it was like watching the game. And imagine this is Panda watching the Bills game.
Wow. Yeah, Bills go God here.
Aggressive here.
Yeah. Better head to the sideline if he wants another play. Oh, lost the football.
No. Why you never do that?
It is picked up by the Broncos. No. And there's time on the clock. No. And they have chance to add 3 more. No. 50 yards it is. Lutz to end the half. No. With a Denver 10-point lead. 10 points in the final 22 seconds.
I mean, was that pretty much Panda?
It was. It was. And I was pissed for different reasons because it's Sean Payton, who used to be the coach of the New Orleans Saints, and Will Lutz, who used to be the kicker for the New Orleans Saints, that beat my Panda's Bills. So, yeah, it was a salty air in my house on Saturday night.
Yeah, I could see that.
Anger.
I went to bed earlier, and it was probably a good thing because my wife's Chicago Bears, they tied it up to force overtime on an amazing throw from their quarterback and then lost in overtime to the Rams 20-17 at home.
They were in overtime too?
Yes.
All of these games.
Another 3-point loss. Some of them were blowouts. Now, they weren't all close, but the ones that mattered the most, our two spouses, their teams both lost in heartbreaking fashion this weekend.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really rough. And I do feel for Josh Allen. He is the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. I was talking to your husband about that. And poor guy, I mean, he put his heart and soul into this game. And you could just hear in his press conference how much it meant to him after he lost. He was just absolutely devastated and did what a good quarterback does. He took pretty much all the blame. But listen to him in the press conference.
Let my teammates down tonight.
Your emotions normally aren't this emotional for us. Is what has brought this on? It's
just missed opportunities throughout the game. It's been a long season. I hate how it ended, and it's going to stick with me for a long time.
Wow.
Oh, poor thing. It breaks my heart.
Was your husband in tears?
He went for 2 long walks on Saturday night. Normally he just takes 1 walk and he comes back and he's good. He's like, all right, I'm putting this behind me. Oh no.
That's when we always knew something was wrong with a family member as, growing up. They had to go take a long walk.
He took 2.
And let me tell you, these walks were long. There was one that lasted a day.
He grabbed a basketball at one point and went to go walk to the hoops to go shoot hoops and burn off
he needs some time.
Angry energy.
Yeah.
He was still sad as of last night.
Yeah, I can see that. Got some late breaking news. I don't know how your husband feels about the fact that the Buffalo Bills have now fired their head coach after the loss that they had in the playoffs this weekend. Sean McDermott is gone.
Should I send Panda dinner tonight?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
Just don't send buffalo wings.
Send me a little list.
Send anything. I think he liked Sean McDermott. He was hoping the GM would get the boot.
Yeah, that's what he was saying yesterday.
That Panda just texted me and he said that's probably why Josh was crying in the post-game press conference because he knew jobs were on the line.
And he probably feels responsible, saying if I hadn't had, 2 picks, 2 fumbles. Now, there are a lot of other things that happened in that game, including the refs, but, it's just the way football goes, unfortunately. Just the tortured life of being a Bills fan. They just get their heart ripped out every single year. And your husband's not taking it well.
I'm going to have to give him some extra special loving tonight.
Okay, well.
Boy, well, we call that a lucky man, huh, Kev?
Maybe you should do that for your wife, Kevin, since she's sad about the Bears losing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's really going to cheer her up. She's like, I had the Bears lose, and now you're trying to offer this?
Get off of me.
Stop touching me. My neck hurts. I just got a tattoo.
Right.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, your boy Piers Morgan took a little fall coming out of a restaurant. He tripped and busted his hip. Broke his hip.
Yikes.
And is now in the hospital, and he has to get a new hip replacement.
Yep.
It's the way as we age.
Oh, yeah.
But they say you can get a hip replacement and then just be better than ever.
That's what they say. I know people don't want to hear hip talk from the bird, so we'll talk about Piers instead.
Yeah, I think it's so easy now, though, and
it is.
He should be out in a matter of days and back to his old self, hopefully. After years of doing her daytime talk show, behind the scenes, Kelly Clarkson has decided to end the Kelly Clarkson Show. Now, the show does great in the ratings, and she's walking away from it because she doesn't want the demanding daily schedule anymore. She's ready to focus on the next chapter of her career, and it does not involve doing a talk show, even though the ratings were spectacular.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Wow.
she's done it for a while. What is it? I think 6-7 years, something like that. So,
6-7.
yeah, 6-7. It's been a good run, but I could see. I mean, she's got so many other things she could be doing right now.
She does. And she probably has a whole new perspective with what she's been through in the past few months. So,
yeah.
From last summer to now has been a rough go.
Something happened with that show. Someone rubbed her the wrong way. She was getting burned out, and she said, "It's not worth it. I got enough money. I want to break." I could see burnout in her eyes.
Totally.
Yep.
And finally here, Ashton Kutcher was called fat. I guess back in the day, he was a model.
Oh, boy. Can I please already just walk out for this story? I can't tell you how he annoys the living hell out of me.
Well, you may not want to listen to this clip.
Oh, boy. Is he? Let me hear how what a monster Ashton looked like when he was younger.
I remember I got an exclusive campaign for Gucci when Tom Ford was running it. I flew to Italy for the runway show, and he puts me in like a pink Speedo. And I was like 178 pounds. I know exactly how much I weighed. He was like, he's too fat. And I got fired. And I laugh with him about it now. And he's like, you were too fat. And I was like, dude, I was 178 pounds. Like, what are you talking about? But he had a specific thing that he wanted, that he wanted to see that in his eye was like the right thing. It didn't mean I was less, but it just meant that I wasn't that for him. And for that moment, like, it really does not matter who you are. Everybody's got an insecurity.
Okay, Ash.
I was fat and fired.
My insecurity is when I look in the mirror, I can't stop looking. It's so beautiful. I'm insecure about how beautiful I am. Shut up.
You know he has a twin?
Yes.
And that cat's not very cute.
Well,
how mad would you be if you were Ashton Kutcher's ugly twin?
Look.
I'd be so mad. Like, really?
Let's focus on our annoyance towards Ashton.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Spot.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Well, now this is rather interesting. Tom Brady has kind of admitted that the reason why his second year in Tampa Bay didn't go too well was because of his relationship with Gisele Bündchen.
Oh.
And how it was falling apart, and he speaks to it now.
You know, my last season was tough. I was going through, I had a lot of, just a personal, a family issue, and it was a challenge, and it was a very, it just took a lot out of me in terms of, my ability to continue to play. And I had 23 years of it, so I didn't feel like I was missing anything retiring.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I retired, and then I took it back, and my wife wanted to kill me.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. Somebody was ginning him up in an interview saying, you could play in the NFL right now. You could come back and play right now.
I mean,
and compete.
It's not a bad idea to just see what he's got left in the tank. Because he thinks that his drama with Giselle is the reason he's not playing football.
This is a terrible idea, and I'll tell you why. Because this starts to shape your legacy, and he's got a great legacy. You don't come back a third time, and you'd have to win. You'd have to win.
You have to win.
You'd have to.
You have to win.
Mm-hmm.
Can he still win, Kevin?
I think he's doing the right thing right now. I think he should stay in the booth. He's getting better at that. I don't think it'd be great if he came back.
I'm pushing for Dan Marino to come out of retirement for the Fins. Fins up.
Yeah. Oh, they would crack him so quick.
Mm-hmm.
But people would tune in. I bet that stadium would be packed.
Well, we got a big old national championship game that's going to be going on tonight, and you can bet Michael Irvin is going to be on the sidelines for the Miami Hurricanes. People are just so amused with how amped he is. He is down on all fours. He's drooling. He's spitting. He takes off his belt at the end of games and starts spanking water coolers. Like, this guy looks like he is high on life or something. And they did a spoof. They had him on Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live over the weekend. This isn't the real Michael Irvin, but this is the spoof bit they did.
You're in great shape for a 60-year-old man. I mean, what's your secret?
It's simple, Michael. I cut all the bad stuff. Fat, sleep, fat, sleep.
You don't sleep?
No. I've been awake so long, doctor said if I fall asleep, it'll be for 1,000 years.
That doesn't sound healthy, Michael.
I am healthy. At the top of every day, I swallow 14 raw eggs, shell included. Then I have a whole horse liver, horse included. Now you can gallon of lawnmower gas. I'm wild, Michael. If I blink my eyes too hard, these glasses gonna fly clear across the room.
So the game is in Miami. Do you think Indiana's gonna come in your house and win?
Oh, please, Michael. Those Indiana hucklebucks can't win. Miami's where you want to be. We got all the women in Miami. Well, I had them all back in my day, Michael.
Okay.
Asian, Blasian, Caucasian, California raisins.
Okay.
California raisins.
California raisins. He had them all.
That's funny.
Well, if you check out The Rip on Netflix, just know that you are watching a movie inspired here in South Florida. It happened when Miami police seized nearly $20 million in cash that was hidden inside 5-gallon buckets during a drug and money laundering bust in Hialeah, which was their largest cash seizure ever, and after tracking a local indoor gardening store owner tied to cannabis trafficking. So the movie itself, it's doing pretty well right now on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got 84% on the tomato meter, 69% on the popcorn meter. So I guess the critics like it a little bit better right now than some of the fans do. But we do have some thoughts, like Pat is on here from Pompano, who saw The Rip. And what did you think? Is it a good movie?
Hey, what's up, KBJ?
What up?
I loved the movie. It's one of those movies that has such a big twist in it where you're like, what just happened? And now I really want to go back, watch it a second, maybe even a third time to see what little pieces that I missed, because it's one of those plots that just built up to this just incredible layout of the film, and the fact that it's based on a true story is amazing.
Yeah. The trailer itself looked really tense and intense, because here you are, you're trying to pull this little scam, and minute by minute, second by second. Did it feel like you had anxiety the entire time, Pat, that you were watching it?
I was thinking to myself, if I was a cop, would I take a little off the top? Would a bucket or two end up in the back of my truck? You really don't know unless you're in that situation. Especially in the time and the era when it happened.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it is. It's kind of fascinating. And hey, look, I mean, the cops in South Florida have to have temptations that cops other places don't. I know they got drugs in other parts of America, but I mean, the amount that comes through South Florida, the amount of cash that you have.
Finding all that cash when you know that your salary will never probably touch that in 20 years.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, it's just, so tempting, I bet.
Now, Anna said about The Rip on Netflix, a South Florida-based movie. She said, I watched it. I thought it was okay, good. Nothing special good, but the dog was cute.
Okay. Well, the dog was cute.
Okay. And Nate, he said it's on my list, but I don't like what Matt Damon is saying about Netflix. He's saying Netflix wants movies to reiterate the plot out loud 3 times because of people on phones. That's ridiculous and dumb AF.
No, I don't think Matt Damon is pushing for that. Matt Damon is saying that's what Netflix is doing. That's the new strategy with movies is usually you'd have to wait, 15 minutes for something big to happen. You want this build up. Now Hollywood's saying we want that big explosion within 3 minutes. We want, and he's more commenting on people. You can't keep people's attention anymore, so you've got to start it off right out the gates with an explosion.
Get to the point.
I don't think Matt Damon likes that. I don't think a lot of actors like that.
Yeah.
The fact that they're
He's just saying it's the way it is.
Yes.
He's not saying that he approves of it.
Yes.
Now here's the actual clip. He was on with his buddy Ben Affleck on with Joe Rogan.
Experience of watching at home, I think, you're watching in a room, the lights are on, other going on, and that has a big effect. And it also ends up having an effect, or is starting to have an effect on how you make movies. The standard way to make an action movie that we learned was, you usually have like 3 set pieces, one in the first act, one in the second, and one in the third, and they kind of ramp up, and the big one with all the explosions, and you spend most of your money on that one in the third act. That's your kind of finale. And now they're like, can we get a big one in the first 5 minutes to get somebody, we want people to stay.
Yeah.
And, it wouldn't be terrible if you reiterated the plot 3 or 4 times in the dialogue because people are on their phones while they're watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you would, you have to do sometimes if we're doing a longer bit, you have to reset the bit for people just tuning in.
Right.
And that's not how typically movies would work. You're not listening to a radio broadcast. You're watching a movie.
It is a little bit different.
It's different. And I don't know if it's a great thing.
Well, it's got to be tough if you're an actor.
It is.
Both of them are. They want character development.
Yeah. Sure.
They want to let it breathe and for us to watch them do their craft. And Netflix is saying, nope, we don't want any of that. Just get to the big explosion quickly.
I mean, some people can handle their phone. A lot of people can't. It's crack to some people. You start talking to somebody and all of a sudden they have to check their phone. There's no buzz. There's no text. But just in case something shows up on my phone, I must look.
Yep.
It's crazy.
It is. All right, Bird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
Everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear.
Damn.
Ooh, okay. Big stuff.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.